Hi, I'm James Stafford from the School of Weaving, and I'm so excited to be sitting here telling you about what we're going to look at in Season 10. Season 10, it just blows me away that for 10 years I have been sharing my passion for hand weaving with so many of you weavers around the world. So it's going to be a great year. We're going back to 10 episodes in Season 10, simply so that we can look at a few more things along the way. Some of the episodes, well, only one of the episodes is going to be for 4 and 8 shafts. Everything else is going to be for either 4 or 8 shafts, or something entirely different. In episode number 1, we have Chris Brulin joining us for a wonderful afternoon where we learn all about handweaving.net. Chris has created handweaving.net, and it is a repository of over 65,000 historical weaving drafts with new contemporary drafts being added all the time. So people are creating drafts and storing them on Chris's site. Not only does it store all of these patterns, but Chris has created a tool that you can do your own drafting on the site. So his site is a subscription service, but once you have a subscription to it, you have access to all of these patterns, and you can take those patterns, drop them into his tool, his drafting tool, change them up, or create your own drafts using that tool. It is so cool, and I learned so much, and I'm happy to share that with you. Episode number 2, you get me. And I am doing a 4-shaft episode on honeycomb. It's going to be called Honeycomb 2. Now, we ended season 9 with an episode of honeycomb, and I fell in love with it. And like all weaving, all things weaving, I get obsessed and go down rabbit holes deeper and deeper and deeper. So right here on the table, I have the cushions. The pattern from this is from Marguerite Porter Davison. It is an old pattern. It is called Maria Collins linen weave. It's on page 111 in Marguerite Porter Davison's Hand Weaver's Pattern Book. Anyway, I wanted to start with a very old and traditional pattern, which I did. I wanted to make it look contemporary, which I think I've done. And I wanted to see how I could make 2 sides completely different and completely textural. So this is all the same warp, and we're weaving it with a honeycomb tie-up and treadling, and I'm playing with texture. I love this one so much because we have all this texture on this side. Well, we have all this other patterning on this side. Here it is in another colorway. I've just really started this exploration, but I've got a few more months before this airs, so I plan to do more. Anyway, it's so much fun, and it's right up. It's my kind of weaving, taking something old and making it look new. Episode number 3, we've got Rebecca Logan with us again. And Rebecca was with us last year and gave us our first episode on Diversified Plain Weave. Well, she's back in this season to give us another episode where we explore different yarns, and we explore overlaying that weave structure on top of graphic. There's a 4-shaft project and an 8-shaft project. We explore texture on 4 shafts, all kinds of, this is all done on the same warp, bringing in different yarns, different colors, and learning how to manipulate our 6 treadles beautifully on 4 shafts to create completely different fabrics on both sides. When we get to the 8-shaft side of that episode, it's unbelievable. I just have to show you one towel. So this is the 8-shaft. We're learning to draft and explore with 6 pattern blocks. Front and back are completely different. It's a great lesson in composition. So it's fun and exciting. So episode number 4, Rebecca was here, so we got her to do episode number 4 as well. And it's on twisted wraps. So right behind me, right here, there's a whole rack full of these beautiful garments that Rebecca has worn in episodes that she's done in the past. And we had so many comments about it that we decided, or so many questions about them, that we decided to do an episode. All of the pieces here are created with weaving that she has woven for previous episodes of the School of Weaving. So if you have a whole bunch of shawls kicking around in your house that you don't know what to do with and you never wear, you'll want to see what you can do with them in this episode. And I'm sitting on one. So, because there was no weaving in this, we created. Rebecca designed this wonderful piece. This is the back. This is the front. It's an exploration of huck. And there is that lovely little piece that you're going to get the draft for, so you can weave a beautiful alpaca shawl and turn it into a twisted wrap if you so desire. Episode number 5 is being created by Barbara Mitchell and presented by me. A weave structure that I have long loved is called Canal, and also known as spiderweave in some publications. Anyway, it really is an exploration of supplementary warp and supplementary weft, and we're exploring it on 4 shafts. The pattern possibilities, when you think of it as supplementary warp and weft, well, it's just amazing what you can do. So we're playing with all kinds of ideas, inlaying just certain sections of it, letting the supplementary warp shine in other places, doing clasped weft in some places. And really, it's all about how could we possibly create stained glass on 4 shafts. It's a great exploration of color, texture, and it is so joyful. Episode number 6, we've got Terry Madison back with us. She came last year and taught us how to make little project bags and small zippered pouches. This year, she's coming back to teach us how to make large tote bags, specifically focusing on pockets, side pockets like this, and internal pockets like that. All different ways to do it, and we're going to explore different kinds of interfacings to make bags that stand up, all using your leftover hand-woven fabrics. Episodes 7 and 8 are being created for us by Elizabeth Hill. Lisa did all of that work with Deflected Double Weave last year and just blew us away. She was so much fun to work with. Well, she's going to create this episode and I'll present it on her behalf. And right now we're looking at things that are highly textural, continuing that search for texture. So here's one idea that we're playing with. This is all woven in Harrisville, Shetland on twills. Can be done on 8 shafts or 4 shafts, but highly textural pieces, contemporary pieces. And the other place we want to go is to a study of highly textural dimity. Now these pieces, if you come right in close, look at the depth of this, all done on 4 shafts. Super duper exciting. And down here, I have these other exquisite textural pieces. Lift. There we go. Here's another one in gold. Look at that. Look at that texture. So there's differential shrinkage happening in there, kids. So that's what Lisa and I are going to work on and present to you for those 2 episodes. And the last episode is going to be really special because I'm going to England in March and I'm taking a workshop with Margot Selby and I'm going with Sharon Broadley, Color Woven. And after that, I'm going to see Janet Phillips. So I know that when I come back from that trip, I'm going to be bursting with ideas. So I'm going to save all of that planning for the last episode until I'm back, and hopefully I'll be able to spin some straw into gold for you. Anyway, our last episode will be our finale where we review everything that we've learned in the year. Again, you'll have tons of PDFs, all kinds of PDF material to add to your binder, and we're going to have a fabulous 10th season. By the way, if you're a member of the School of Weaving, if you subscribe to us, you get access to every single video we've ever created.